Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Down! Back one, two!
A first carry now for Alex Collins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. And break. The tight end's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
I'm looking at Jabril Peppers in the secondary, the 25th pick in the first round in 2017. Played in 13 games, 57 tackles and an interception. But what I like most about him, his versatility. He can play cornerback, but I think he's best at safety and a little bit of what they call nickel or dime linebacker, where he can go inside and use his tackling ability in the running game.
It's complete to Hopkins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go! Blue landed!
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Black 22!
Watson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And they've got it here with a first down. Again, it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. The 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue landing.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going deep here for Landry. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Darnold on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Collins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back 22.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back 22. Back 22.
Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. It's remaining in the 2nd quarter. Going to need something special here on long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Green the line. Green the line.
The final shot before the break is incomplete. So we've come up an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Darnold flushed out right. That is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, Darnold forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Darnold. He finds Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd read, and they get to the backfield and make the play. And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly. Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And break, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Blue ready.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Black 22.
They run with Collins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Down. Green the line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're dead. The fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Back now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit. Detroit. Set.
Gotta understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Watson. Complete, he finds Blade. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Watson now going to run the option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dante Pettis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Play action. It's Darnold. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Faking the give, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Green the line. Green the line.
To throw on second is Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They go out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Darnold on first down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and it's Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Tiger. Down. Green.
Throwing now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. little play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Gone, 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 gone.
On first down, it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Lucky 56.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Powering his way forward. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams...